My name is Christina Lee, and originally I'm from Korea, Seoul, Korea. I came here in 1976, so I've been here, I would say that was when I was about 12. Well, I was so young back then, so I didn't really have any long-term goals other than, you know, have fun. But I developed that when I came here, when I went to college. Several goals. Initially, I wanted to be a doctor, so I went to UC Irvine. I got a pre-med degree there. The internship over at the local hospital, that wasn't for me. So after I got my bachelor's, I went to law school and I became an attorney. Well, this is a personal reason. When I reached a certain age, I wanted to do something different. Well, what inspired me is I went to Flame Broiler, and I happened to pick up their brochure and read about the story about the gentleman who started that and developed it into a franchise. So I was inspired by that, and I realized that especially in California, where there's so many different cultures in melting pot, whatchamacallit, that there is this diffusion of ideas. So I wanted to do something a little more different. The restaurant was developed by another couple that started the whole thing from machinery and everything. So it costed them quite a bit, but I decided that I'm gonna take over at a obviously much cheaper price, and plus the distance-wise, it was so closer to where I live, and I thought that would be a good reason for me to, explore my ideas. Initially, just like any other business, it was very slow. And initially, I wasn't sure what form of marketing would work here. So I went through trial and error type of situation. I tried local magazines that didn't really work out. Particularly, this restaurant has a certain customers, such as students, that are just kind of around here. When I tried the magazine, that was too widespread. So that costed a lot of money and it didn't work. But what worked for me the best is flyers to local students. Getting it known out there. I'm assuming a lot of the big businesses out here, such as Chipotle, McDonald's, or Subway, I'm sure they went through that too. Initial failures, and they persisted. So you have that fear of what if you don't make it?
Yeah.
So there are times that you just want to flop. You just want to forget it because of that fear. Obviously, sacrifice my time. Restaurants business specifically takes lots of time. Personal, relationships. Be able to spend more time with your family that need to be sacrificed, and of course, money too.
Yeah.
If you're starting out something, you're scared, of course, because of the uncertainty and unknown factor, whether you're going to make it or not. You have to fork out more money to advertise, and there are times that when it's slow. I established this business by myself. That's why it was more scarier. It was scarier, and it was a lonely road because I wish I would have a partner to kind of discuss things with, and who could also function as encouraging factor for me. Teamwork is what is essential factor in a business too out there. Oh, yeah, on hindsight, a lot of things. I wish that I did spend my time, energy, and money, effort in getting this place decorated, and I look at it and I wish I would have done differently. The color scheme is not what I like. I wish I would have done it more updated. Maybe certain items could be cheaper to cater to local students, but that's one thing I'm still working on, so that will be changed. Oh, I wish I would have looked around more for a small business because I don't like this location. Right now, I have 3 different types of customers here. Older generations that want something healthier, and then there's younger generations like kids something cheaper, and then there are Hispanic population here that wants more Hispanic food. So I'm trying to kind of incorporate all that and create some type of a new menu. So one of the things that I had to change is, well, I had to kind of assess as to who the people are, who my customers are, and what they want. So it took me about 2 years to assess that, and then I'm going to incorporate whatever I assess. I'm a property manager. My function in that business, in that profession, is to also work as an attorney. If it wasn't for that profession, it would not have been possible for me to run this business, because for first year, just like any other small businesses, you tend to lose money and you have to have backup plans. Do your marketing, and that would consist of talking to other people who are doing small businesses around here, asking advice. It's just a matter of you going out there, taking your time, and look for information. Have more knowledge before you jump into anything. Ask and inquire and do marketing and read some brochures about the local conditions and things like that. Otherwise, there's a good chance that you won't make it, especially with the economy the way it is. It will be Korean barbecue. My personal favorite item on the menu would be Korean barbecue burrito, because 90% of my sales consist of that. But don't go out there and tell them, because I'm just kidding. The local health department require you to get your food from well-known sources. There is a place called Restaurant Depot. They're wholesalers. As far as meat, you have to make sure that it is from a place where they themselves are subject to health department regulations. What's interesting is that not as many Hispanic as I would like to, because I realized that Hispanic population tend to stick with their authentic Mexican food. But surprisingly, more Caucasians came in, and they really like this zesty side of Korean food, like kimchi and hot sauces and things like that. And I think their taste bud kind of changed over the years due to interacting with lots of Asian people. I think that is the reason why the startup situation was not hard as it should be, because a lot of the people are already familiar with the Korean aspect of food. So the introducing that type of food was not as hard. I think it's just a really matter of gathering up what's already out there and somehow incorporate that into different ideas and maybe modify it a little. I think people are just so into innovation nowadays, they're willing to try it, A gentleman, I don't know what his name is, but I heard that he graduated from Cal State Fullerton, who started this truck called Koji Truck. Oh yeah. I think he's the innovator of this whole idea that started this whole trend in fusion. So he's definitely a inspirational factor, and I kind of modified it from his idea.